for my presentation, I'm a history major, and we feel the need. We have like a biological imperative to use our degree for literally anything because there's no career pathway that our degree is necessitated by. So I decided to make my presentation this month on why early humans were Chads. So let me preface this by saying that not only did they have the capacity for emotions that we do, they also had to contend with crazy megafauna that we don't even remotely have a comparison for today. I wanted to be a non-biased teacher, so I'm giving examples of animals that are dangerous, can cause harm to humans, and then their roided up cousins that existed during the Stone Age. So the first example of a bird we have today is the cassowary. This guy can reach around 6 feet tall and has, as you can see in that picture, about 4-inch long talons. So if one of those guys kicked you in the chest, it would not feel very good and would in fact probably kill you. Fun fact, that has happened more than once. The first recorded instance of a human being killed by a cassowary came in 1926. Some Australian tried to just saw a cassowary in his backyard or in his farm, tried to kill it with a stick, and then the cassowary obviously tried to defend itself, and it killed him.
Did the cassowary get his farm afterwards?
Actually, that's how property laws in Australia work. Yep. If they kill you, then they get
if a bird kills you, it gets your land.
It's an honorable duel. Despite their low numbers, they're not an endangered species. So it's not as if they're being overhunted or anything.
No, if you the danger.
That's just an example of one of the craziest birds that exist today, whereas most people are afraid of fucking geese. So the largest bird, or the heaviest bird to ever exist, was known as the elephant bird. And while it could grow to over 10 feet tall, the most impressive thing about it is its weight.
Are you telling me Big Bird is a prehistoric bird?
We'll get to that.
Okay, all right.
Yes, actually. So their closest living relative today, they were both a part of the same genus, I believe. Moa birds and elephant birds. Although moas inhabited New Zealand.
I thought moas lived on Reach.
Wow. What a deep hole.
Good joke. The Moa bird didn't go extinct until after the arrival of humans on the island between 1200 and 1300 AD.
What?
So, yes, both of these species of bird existed alongside humans and were in fact hunted by humans because big chicken equals a lot of food for village.
Big chicken. Could you imagine if we had domesticated these fuckers instead of normal chicken?
Sir Swag II is introducing channel memberships. A contribution of $5 will give you access to the alumni tier. Members of the alumni tier have their names shown at the end of every video, and you can partake in a favorite pastime for all wealthy people, influencing journalism. Members of the alumni tier can also submit suggestions for future topics of discussion, with all members receiving access to uncut versions of every video in our Sir Swag Academy series.
Oh, speaking of fake places, I can't help but notice that yellow country under Russia. I think that should just be labeled more Russia right now.
yeah, and the green one above it, also Russia.
Right, also Russia.
If enough viewers become channel members, Sir Swag has even promised to promote me from senior intern to executive intern. Please feed my family. These are some examples of reptiles today, and as I said, I'm being generous with my examples. So the Komodo dragon,
Pope turtle.
The Komodo dragon is the largest living lizard today. It grows to around 3 meters or 10 feet long and weighs around 200 pounds or 91 kilograms roughly. However, they are exclusively relegated to a handful of small islands in Indonesia. Oh, and by the way, a fun fact about Komodo dragons actually is that their sense of smell is so crazy and their range is so small that if they bite you, they can smell you no matter where you go on the island. So it's literally if you get bit by a Komodo dragon, your only course of action is fucking leave. There is no running away from these things. They will find you and they will kill you. If this has you scared, then just wait till you see the example of a prehistoric Komodo dragon. That would be Megalania priscia. They were also venomous.
Fucking why?
Why is everything got venom? Why don't we have venom?
Australia is literally Caleb.
Yeah.
These things made Nile crocodiles look small. These things, as I said, could grow up to 23 feet or 7 meters long.
They aren't. Alligators and crocodiles also aren't slow on that.
Call me when they're twice their normal size.
Yeah, and yeah, that's what I was going to mention. The largest alligator or crocodile ever discovered, I think, was around 13 to 15 feet long. So this thing could grow realistically 10 feet, almost 10 feet larger than the largest Nile crocodile ever discovered.
Can they jump though and climb trees?
Well,
can you?
They are. Well, I was going to say they are like 20 feet long, so they could probably just stand on their hind legs and prop themselves up.
While you're busy trying to clamber up a tree, it just stands up and bites you.
So many people know the example of the modern sloth, which is depicted on the right. However, that is expected by evolutionary biologists to be a rarity among the sloth family. The prehistoric example of sloths were known as ground sloths. And that was actually believed to be the main branch of the sloth family. And they could grow up to be up to 3 meters tall at the shoulder. So these things could topple a fucking tree like it was nothing. And they had claws I think their claws were about 8 inches long. So if they needed to, they could just slice a hole through your chest.
They're like Deathclaws from Fallout.
If you shaved one, if you shaved one down, it looked just like a fucking Deathclaw.
But then an example of canids, the largest species of wolf ever known, lived alongside humans, the direwolf.
That's in D&D.
They were very real creatures that 100% existed. They could grow up to be roughly 70 centimeters long and 38 centimeters at the shoulder, and could be up to 150 pounds or roughly 68 kilograms. Bigger than any modern wolf known today, including timber wolves. So in conclusion, technological advancement does not mean that we are a superior society than any culture that existed previously. Like, people didn't need glasses back then. They just got eaten by fucking a saber cat.
I don't know if that means you didn't need glasses. It just means the people who
didn't have glasses
didn't make it.
Yeah, the people who needed glasses just got fucking eaten.
What if it's me looking down on me? The world above must also be. This could go on for infinity.